Okay, ji, bismillah ar-Rahman. So it says rewrite each of the following in the radical form and hence evaluate the result without the use of a calculator. To put it down into the radical form means that you will have to put down a radical sign. So I'll draw a radical sign. I'll draw a radical sign for all of you. The base stays inside. You see the numerator in the power? That's going to be
Yes, sir.
inside and 2 is going to be outside. So this actually means the square root of 81. Anybody could tell me the square root of 81?
9.
9.
Which is 9. Very good. Just one size. Next is part B. You see this minus 27, you have 1 over 3. So I'm going to put down a radical sign. I'm going to put down minus 27 inside. And then I'm going to put down 1
3.
inside and 3 outside. What is the
Yes, sir.
cube root of 27?
Minus
Minus
3.
Minus.
Cube root of 27 is positive 3. Cube root of minus 27 is going to be
Negative.
minus 3. Why? Because you see at least this 3 is an odd number. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next is 16. So 16 goes inside. You put down radical sign.
Square root.
Am I correct? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm not. I'm missing
Other-
something. I'm missing something. I'm missing
Minus.
something.
Minus.
Very good.
Minus sign.
Minus. How do I? Can you evaluate a negative index? You cannot evaluate a negative.
No, sir.
So आप ये लिखते हो 4 बाहर बिल्कुल 16 inside, but sir 16 is raised to the power of minus 1. And how do you convert 16 raised to the power of minus 1 in positive indices? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you and you're going to tell me if I'm correct. Is it 1 over 16?
Yes, sir.
Whenever you convert
Yes, sir.
negative index to positive or vice
Yes.
versa, you take the reciprocal, right? Now, what is the fourth
Yes.
root of 1?
1/4.
So 1. Fourth root of 1 is always going to be 1. Fifth root of 1 is going to
Yes.
be 1. Third root of 1. Second root of 1. It's always going to be 1. What is the fourth root of 16? So I'll show you something. You're going to
2.
look at this list and tell me. Fourth root of 16. All of you. I'm going to highlight it
2.
for you. ये देखो.
2.
Is it 2 all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You see this 2 raised to the power 4 is 16. 2 raised to the power. So you'll have to learn these. And it's going to be 1 over 2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now we
Yes,
have
sir.
4 raised to the power 1.5. So I'm going to convert 1.5 into a
1
fraction
upon
first.
3/2, sorry.
3 upon 2 is 1.5. And then I will have to write this down in the radical form. So 4 stays inside.
4 to the power 3.
3 and 2 outside. That 2 outside is actually indicative that this is a square root. Now, so
Yes,
square
sir.
root of 4 cube. 4 cube is 64. Anybody
64.
could tell me the square root of 64?
8.
Very good.
8.
8. Then we have part E. That's 8.
तो मतलब अगर evaluate लिखा हुआ है तो हम सारा सॉल्व करेंगे.
सारा solve करें. Evaluate, the command word evaluate means आपने बिल्कुल x का आंसर निकालना, मतलब final answer देना है, right? Next is 8 to the power minus 5 upon 3. So I'm going to write down all of this in a radical form. So 8 is here, minus 5 is inside.
-5.
Right?
3.
But you cannot evaluate a negative index.
5/3.
Very good. No. What you can't evaluate a negative index. What you're going to do is 1 upon 8 to the power 5, the cube root. Okay. You understand?
Okay. Yes.
Then part F, it says 1 - 1000 to the power 2 over 3. So we will write down -1000 inside.
And 3
And then
outside.
square outside and 3 out inside. So can I say it's going to be -1000 multiplied by -1000 inside? Yes or no? Because
Yes,
it's -1000 square. And -1000 multiplied by -1000.
sir.
Can I say it's a plus 1 million?
Yes, sir.
Now, can you
Yes,
find
sir.
out the cube root of 1 million, please?
Sure.
Without
1000.
choosing a calculator. Is it 1000? No. 1000 will be the square root.
100.
100 is the correct answer. Very well done.
100.
It's 100. 100 is my final answer. Okay. Now this part I have an issue with. A to the power 5 would be 8 into 8 into 8 into 8, and that's too long a calculation without the use of a calculator. So we'll redo this part E again. Okay. Next is question number 7. It says simplify each of the following, expressing your answer in index form. So index form is easy. Index form is
Yeah. A 1 upon
A.
4.
Very good. When there is no power, Hassan, what is the power inside?
1.
And what about part
1.
B? So you write on B.
2
This
upon
is
3.
2 upon 3.
3.
Now next, this would be C.
4 upon
4
5.
upon 5.
4 upon 5.
Good.
चलो ब्रैकेट
Next.
लिखा हुआ है इसका मतलब नहीं होता.
Okay, that's one thing that I have to tell you, but just give me a minute.
Okay, sir.
Now what I'm going to do is for part C, it's going to be, I'll just solve the bracket inside. So I'll write down within the bracket, can I write this down as C 1 over 5? I'm
Yes,
solving the
sir.
bracket inside. The 4 outside the bracket stays as it is. That's going to be 1 upon 5. And then 1 upon 5 into 4, C 1 upon 5 into 4 is going to be C 4 over 5. Right? Is it? I think so.
Yes,
It
yes,
actually
yes, yes.
doesn't make a difference to the answer.
और सर अगर C के अंदर पावर 2 लगी हो तो
हाँ तो फिर 2 upon 5 and 2 into 4 हो जाएगा 8 upon 5 would be my answer.
8 upon 5. Okay, okay.
Then part D, it's 1 over D to the power 1 over 6. What do you say?
1 upon 6. Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes,
That's your
sir.
answer. You leave it there. And then part E, Megha is going to solve this. Nobody
Yes,
else.
sir.
It would be 1 upon e raised to the power 4 over 8.
And can I simplify these powers?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I
2
will
upon
definitely.
4.
Yes, sir.
So 1 over E,
2
2 over.
upon 4.
And then can I
4.
further simplify this?
1
Yes,
upon
sir.
1
1
upon
upon 2.
3.
So why don't you
1 upon
2 upon 2.
why don't you simplify it by 4 in one go? 4 one time, then 4 2 times.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Okay. Next is part
5
F.
upon 3. 1 upon
1
4.
upon
1
F,
upon 5 upon 3.
5
5
upon.
upon 3.
Now we have exponential equations. The thing that you were very surprised about was exponential equations. These are what you call exponential equations. And for exponential equations, these powers on the right side that you see, देखो मैं भी highlight करके दिखा रहा हूँ. These powers on the right hand side, all of this has to be learned very well. If you are to be a master at solving exponential equations, this should be learned by heart. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Now let's start off with exponential equations. This is going to be tough, but I'm sure you will be able to hang on to it. So you have powers on the right hand side of the screen. You're going to tell me what I ask. Okay. The first question obviously I will do with you. Answer number 8A. It says 11 raised to the power A is 1331. Now you don't know for a fact that 1331 is actually 11 cube. So I'm going to write it down for you.
Cube.
11A
Yes.
equals to 11 cube. All of you on your
Yes, sir.
calculators, or you're allowed calculators, right? On your calculators, can
No,
you
sir.
multiply? You do not.
No, sir.
So how are you supposed to know that 11 cube is 1331?
We take LCM.
Yeah, you should. It will be very difficult for you. But anyways, Chalo. Can you learn this? We'll just write it down in our list. 11 cube is also 1331. We'll just learn it. So now I have a series of questions to ask. Ready, Hassan? Can you tell me, Hassan, the bases on both the sides of the equation equal? Hassan,
The both. Yes, sir.
the bases on both the sides of the equation, are they equal?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
So then this allows you to equalize the powers as well. Only and only when the bases are same, then the powers can be equalized. So I hope all of you writing this down. Please write down this pointer in your registers. Write down when, only and only when bases are same, the powers can be equalized. Do you understand this, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now it says if 11 are correct, then my answer for 8 is A equals to 3. Answer number 8B, all of you pay attention. 2B is 1 over 128. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now I
Yes,
want
sir.
you to go to the right side of your screen and tell me which number raised to what power will give you 128.
2 raised to
2
power
raised to the
7.
power
2
2
raised to the
raised to
power
the 7.
7.
7.
I'll just make nice box around this. Who's flipping pages? 2 to the power b is 1 over 2 to the power 7. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, what happens when you bring this 2 to the power 7 to
Sir.
the numerator?
Minus.
Minus 7.
The power becomes a
Minus.
negative power. That's b to the power minus 7. Now, son, are the bases on both the sides of the equation equal?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And when the bases are equal, we say that the powers can be equalized and the value of b
Equalized.
could be found. Part C, answer number 8C.
So
9 to
ऐसे
the power
क्वेश्चन हमें पावर निकालनी होती
power निकालनी थी. ऐसे क्वेश्चन में आती है, what you're going to do is you're going to break down the number into powers of a smaller number. Okay. Now this is a very tricky question. Part C. Anybody could help solve this for me. 9 to the power C is 243. On the inside the red box, can you see if there is a 243 somewhere?
है. No.
No,
No.
sir.
No.
Then
No,
what do I
sir.
do?
क्योंकि 9 cube.
9 cube is 729. 9 square is it? Let's just, what is the base here? 9. Let's just write down the powers. 9 to the power 1 is 9. 9 square is 81. 9 cube is 729. And we don't have 243. So what you're going to do is, being my students, you're going to break down the bases on both the sides. Okay, I'll do it with you.
Yes, sir.
Can I say 9 could be written down as 3 squared?
9. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
243,
sir.
243 actually is 3 to the power 5.
3 power 5.
3 to the power 5 is 243. We'll make this list again. अभी जो list बनाई है red box and we'll
Yes,
make it
sir.
again. ताकि आप याद कर लो.
Yes, sir.
So it's going to be 3 to the power 2c. Can I say it's 3 to the power 2c?
Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
now are the bases on both the sides equal?
Yes.
Yes.
So we can
Yes,
equalize
sir.
the powers. It's going to be
C equals to
2c.
5.2.
2c
Very
equals
good. And
to
c equals
5.
to 5 over 2. You can leave your answer
Yes,
here.
sir.
You can write down 2 whole 1 over 2. Or you
Yes,
can
sir.
write down 2.5. Whatever
So
you.
where will the 3 go?
The C is, this is the answer for C, right? 3 will not. You
So
you
where?
need to understand what you're doing is you have a condition by the mathematicians. They say if you are to find out the value of a power, you are to first equalize the bases on both sides of the equation. So my first task is to equalize the bases on both sides, and once I've done that, उसके बाद मैं powers को equalize करके 3 doesn't go anywhere. It's just that C is an unknown variable. It's unknown, so we just have to find out the value of the unknown. Okay.
Got it. Yes, sir.
Now it's 8C that 8D weight that we're doing. It's going to be difficult. I'm going to help you out. Okay. Question number 8D.
Okay.
Answer 8D. All of you, please pay attention. It's going to be 10 to the power D equals to 0.01. Now I'm going to write down something. You're going to tell me if I'm correct. Can I write down 0.01 is 1 upon 100?
Yes.
Yes.
0.01.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And can I say that 10 power D is 1 upon
10
10
square.
square?
Square.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes,
And then
sir.
can you bring this up as a numerator, and now when the bases are same, the value for D could be understood.
Minus 2.
Yes, sir.
Do all of you understand this? Fatima, you understand
Yes,
Yes,
this?
sir.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just pick out question number 11 and 12, then we start again. So we start off with question number 11 now. Simplify each of the following, giving your answer in positive index only, and positive index means positive powers, and we will give out our answers in positive powers. Okay. Start off with question number 11A. Write down the question again. Square root of A into cube root of A. Hassan, in order to solve this, I'm going to convert this into the index form. Hassan, can I say it is A to the power 1 over 2? Can I say it is A to the power 1 over 3?
Sir, why is it A over 1 over 2?
Because you see, when there's no power here, there'll always be a power of 1. And when there's no
So-
power outside the radical sign, we say it's a square root. The root would be the second root. That is why
Okay,
it
I
will
get
be
now.
1 over 2. Okay. Now other base is same
Yes.
and now be multiplied. When the bases are same and now be multiplied, the powers are
Added.
so
Added
1
up.
over 2 plus 1 over 3. It's going to be 1
1
over
over
2.
5.
You take out no, you take out the LCM Asan.
Okay.
That's going to be 6. This is going to be 3 plus 2 and A
2.
is going to be 5 over 6. Yes or no? I'll do 1 over 2
Yes,
plus
sir.
1 over 3 here. So do you take out the LCM Fatma? The LCM for 2 and 3 is going to be 6. 2 3 times is 6 and 1 3 times would be 3. Plus 3 2 times is 6 and then 1 2 times would be 2 and 3 plus 2 is going to be 5 over.
5 upon 6.
Okay. Next is
Yes,
11b.
sir.
It says cube root of b square divided by the sixth root of b. Now, can I say this is b to the power 2 upon 3 divided by
Yes,
b to
sir.
the power 1 upon 6? Yes or no, Hassan? So I
Yes,
know
sir.
for a fact
Yes, sir.
that when there is no power, there is a power of 1. Now, when I try and solve this, when the other base is same
Yes.
and have been divided,
Yes.
when the bases are same and have been
Yes.
divided, the powers are subtracted.
Minus
2 over 3 minus 1
Subtracted.
over 6 is going to be, I'll do this here for you, 2 over 3 minus 1 over 6. The LCM is going to be, the LCM of 3 and 6 is going to be 6. Yes or no? And 3 2
Yes.
times is 6, then 2 2 times is also is 4. And 6 1 times is 6 and 1 1 times is going to be 1. So the answer is 3 over 6, which is 1 over 2. What do you say? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, so
Yes,
can
sir.
I say
Yes,
it is
sir.
b to the power 1 over 2?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Next
sir.
is part C, which is c raised to the power 4 over 5 multiplied by c raised to the power 1 over 2 divided by c raised to the power minus 2 over 5. Now, all of you are going to pay attention. I'm going to do only a part of this question. The rest of it would be solved by you. When my question is that the base is same. Yes, sir, the bases are same. They are being multiplied and divided. So I'm going to write something down. Could tell me if I'm correct. 4 upon 5 plus 1 over 2 minus 2 over 5. What do you say? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
I'll write it down again for you.
Sir.
थोड़ा सा bold करके. It's 4 upon 5 plus 1 upon 2. ये तो plus होंगे minus 2 upon 5. Yes or no, Atish?
Yes, sir.
Now I
Yes,
want
sir.
all of you to from this point onwards इसको continue करके send me a picture quickly. Now we move on to part D. It is d raised to the power 1 over 10 divided by d raised to the power minus 1 over 5 times d raised to the power minus 3 over 2. Now, whenever you see that the bases are same and the and are being divided, this powers are subtracted. When the bases are same and are being multiplied, the powers are added. So I'm going to write it down this way. It's going to be 1 upon 10 minus 1 upon 5 plus minus 3 over 2. Am I correct? Am I correct, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now, in the next part, I'm going to write down 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 5 and then minus 3 over 2. Yes or no, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
if I
sir.
take out the LCM, I'll solve it for you here. 1 upon 10 plus 1 over 5 minus 3 over 2. That's going to be, the LCM is going to be 10. This is going to be 1 plus 5 2 times is 10. Then 1 2 times is going to be 2 plus 2 5 times, sorry, minus 2 5 times and 3 5 times would be 15, right? And then 1 plus 2 minus 15, anybody? That's 3 minus 15 over 10. That's minus 12 over 10. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, all of you, there are two things after this step that are very, very important. Minus 12 over 10. Now, all of you pay attention, please. It
Simplify and
says,
reciprocate.
first of all, simplify and then express your answer in the in positive indices, right? So, what I'm going to do is to simplify, and by simplifying, I mean 2 6 times and 2 5 times. Is that simplification? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But sir, this
Yes.
power is still a negative power, so this would not be my answer. My answer is going to be
1 upon D
1 upon d to the power 6 over 5. Yes or no?
over 5.
So you need to
Yes.
understand, Hassan, you need to understand how do you convert a negative index into a positive index. you reciprocate, and that's it. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Your answer is going to be 1 raised to the power d raised to the power, sorry, 1 upon d raised to the power 6 over 15. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
these are
Yeah.
parts that are difficult. Okay, don't worry. I'll just try and understand these again. So e is to the power minus 1 over 3, f raised to the power minus 1 over 4 over. Okay, listen. You will have to do part f yourself. Okay. Um. So you're going to pay attention. Okay. We were on part D. Sorry, this is 11 part D. This is question number 11 part D. You'll have to do part E, part F yourself. I'm doing part E for you. It's e to the power minus 3 in bracket, then f to the power 4, whole thing to the power minus 1 over 2. Now, Hatish, you're going to pay attention, all of you. Can I say it
Yes,
is
sir.
minus 3 multiplied
3
by
upon
minus
2.
1 over 2? Very good. Plus 3 over 2. If you can do it directly, then do it directly. I have no issues. Can I say it is minus 4 upon 2?
Yes, sir.
And then it is minus minus is positive, so it's going to be 3
Sir,
over
why
2.
will we multiply minus 1?
You see this, Bihar, you see this power is being multiplied by every power inside the bracket. So minus 1 upon 2 has to be multiplied by minus 3, and then minus 1 upon 2 also has to be multiplied by
Okay, sir.
4. And then,
Okay.
is this my answer? No, it isn't. Ask me why.
It's in
Because हमारा
negative.
Because f has a negative power, and I have to give my answer in positive indices only. So I'm going to
So
keep
f
e
1
3
upon
over
2.
1
2.
upon minus f minus 2. Power
Asa,
2.
1 upon.
Power 2. Just power 2.
why can't we? Okay, so whatever you guys are saying, I'll do it, try and do this that way, and then I'm going to try my working. So it's e 3 over 2 multiplied by 1 upon f square. Yes or no? This is what you were saying.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now e 3 raised to power 3 over 2, e raised to power 3 over 2 times 1 is going to be
Sir,
e 3 over 2 upon f square.
sir, I was saying that हम ऐसे कर सकते हैं जैसे e 3 upon 2 और फिर f 1 upon 2 उसकी power
f 1 upon 2 तो नहीं होगा, f 1
upon
upon
2.
f square हो जाएगा. You need to understand reciprocate means if there is no denominator, there's one goes up, all of this goes down. The power is not reciprocated. If it is f minus 2, it is 1 upon f square. It is not 1 upon
Okay.
f to the power 1 over 2. The power is never reciprocated. Okay, you will all
Okay,
understand. Power को reciprocate नहीं करना, पूरे fraction को reciprocate करना है. तो नीचे जो भी denominator है वो numerator बनेगा, numerator denominator बनेगा. Do you understand this, all of you?
yes, sir.
Yes,
It's going to
sir.
be
Yes,
e 3
sir.
over 2 upon f square, and that is going to be my final answer. The power is not reciprocated, only the base is reciprocated. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Start off with, you'll have to do part f yourself. Start off with part f. I'm making a box around it. You're going to do it and send me your work. Okay, this is part f. Speed up. Now we're on to the last question of the exercise. That's question number 12. Part A. Simplify each of the following expression. Each of the following expressing your answer in the positive index form. Abiha, can you do this first part with me? It's a to the power minus 2 and b to the power 3 raised to the power 1 over 3 multiplied by a to the power 4 b to the power minus 5 and 1 over 2. So you see, Abiha, this whole 1 over 3 is going to be multiplied by the power of a.
2.
Can I say it's minus 2 over
Yes, sir.
3
Yes, sir.
and b is 3 over 3? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Into what is a? A is 4 over 2. Yes or no?
4 upon 2. Yes,
And
and then
b?
B is minus 5 upon 2.
Now, can you cancel out 3 and 3? What you left with is a minus 2 over 3 into
Yep.
b1.
And B
2
into
1 times
4 upon 1, 2 upon 1, and then 5 will be 5 upon 1.
x.
Minus 5
And the
upon 2.
bases are same. So we talk about a and a. Can you multiply a and a?
Yes, sir.
And the bases are
Minus
same,
2
now be
upon
multiplied, powers are added. So it's going to be minus 2 upon 3 plus 2. Yes or no, all of you? And b would be 1 plus minus 5 upon 2, all of you. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And then take out the LCM here, Hassan. If I take out the LCM is going to be 3.
3.
It's going to be minus 2 plus 1 3 times, and 2 3 times is going to be 6.
6
And then B would be 1 minus 5
plus
over
4
2.
upon
Yes or no?
yes.
And then the next part, A is going to be 4 over 3, and B is going to be, can you take out the LCM, please? The
It's
LCM is going to be 2, and
2
1 times 2 and 1 times 2 is going to be 2
and
minus 5.
minus 5.
Very good. And can I say it is A raised to power 4 over 3 and B raised to power minus
And
3 over 2.
minus 3 upon 2.
And now, Abhiyav, can you tell me that this, can I say that this is a negative index?
No, sir, this will be positive index because A 4 upon 2 and B 3
Good.
upon 2.
Abhiyav, what is wrong with you? Is B raised to a negative power? Is it raised to a negative power? Yes or no? B की power
Yes,
negative
sir.
है, बस ये
Yes.
पूछ रहा हूँ, that's
Yes.
it. And then can you, how do you convert a negative power into a positive power?
A 4 upon 3 then
A is
and
positive,
B
so it's
upon
going to stay as it is. A 4 upon 3 stays as it is upon.
B 3 upon 2.
Do you understand this, Abhiya?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Good. Next is part B. Fatma is going to do this with me. Everybody will get a chance. Part B, Fatma, come on.
Sir, first we're gonna write C.
Let me write down the question, please. 5 into 3 minus 2, 5. Yes. So now it is going to be
So it's
C
gonna be bracket open C minus 3 upon minus 2.
upon by upon, not multiplying it by a fraction. All you have to do is to multiply this with this, minus 3 multiplied by minus 2. That's it. And then
So it's going to be D 6 upon 5
minus 6 upon 5.
minus 6 upon 5 multiplied by C 20 upon 5
Very good.
multiplied by D minus 10 upon 5.
Now
And we're
let's
going to
simplify.
cancel it. So it's,
Let's cancel 5 and 5, and 5 one time and 5 two times. Yes or no?
yes.
Now next step would be C positive 6, right?
Nine.
Minus 3 to minus 2 is?
Yeah. Positive.
And then
D minus 6 upon 5 multiplied by C 4 multiplied D minus 2.
very good. Now you look at the bases. I have C and C. Are the bases same? Now be multiplied. Yes. Their powers would be added.
Yes.
So it's going to be 6 plus 4.
4.
And then I have D, which is minus 6 upon 5 and minus 2, and are being multiplied. The powers are added. It's going to be D minus 6 over 5 plus minus 2. Yes or no?
Yes.
The next step would be C raised to the power 10. But D would be minus 6 over 5 minus 2. Plus minus is minus. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now you take out the LCM, please. C raised to power 10. D raised to the LCM is 5. Go to multiply 5 multiplied by 5 minus 6 minus 10. What do you say?
Yes.
And C10
And then C with the power 10 and D minus 16.
minus 6 minus 10 is minus 16 over 5. Now can you tell me which one is the negative power? Can I say that D has a negative power?
Yes.
I'm going to take this down as a denominator. So it's going to be C to the power 10 and D to the power 16 over. Understood?
Sir, where did the minus go?
Because this, you see, you have a denominator 1. Because this was a negative index, you took it down to the denominator, and the negative sign changes into a positive sign. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then minus
Understood.
sign, when it goes down or it goes up, changes sign. Okay, the power changes sign when it is in the numerator, it goes to become a denominator, or when it is a denominator, it goes to become a numerator. The power of the base changes the sign. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Says okay, the leftover parts obviously will be done by you. one part. I've done part A and part B, and you can do all of these parts later. I have an exercise to do with you. I'm attaching those questions. You're going to do those first and send them to me quickly. Okay. These questions are going to be very important for your test tomorrow. Okay. All of you.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
let's start these questions. It's a very basic questions, a general revision of whatever we've done since the start of this chapter. So I'm going to head it as revision. Now, can all of you tell me if I say 1 to the power 1 over 2, can I say it is square root of 1? All of you are going to actively participate, okay? And square
Yes,
root of
sir.
1 is 1.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, all of you,
Yes, sir.
can I say it's 4 to the power 1 over 2 is actually square root of 4,
Yes.
which is 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And 9 to the power 1 over 2 is going to be
Square root
of 9, which
of
is
9. 3,
and then
3.
I have 16 to the power 1 over 2. It's going to be square root of 16. That's going to be
which is 4.
4.
4.
4.
And we have 25 raised to the power 1 over 2. That's going to be square root of 25,
Which is 5.
5.
which is
Which
5.
is 5.
Then we have 36 to the power 1 over 2, which is
6.
6.
Understood? Now, let's talk about cubes. If I have 1 to the power 1 over 3, that's cube root of 1. That's 1.
27. Oh no, sorry.
8 to the power 1 over 3. Can I say it is cube root of 8? That's going to be 2.
Which is 2.
And then we have 27 to the power 1 over 3, which is cube root of 27, which is
3.
3.
now I am very worried about cube root of minus 27. Can I say it is cube root of minus
minus
27? It's going to be
Minus.
minus 3.
Minus 3.
Yes or no? Okay, when say let's talk about this. 2 to the power 0 is
1.
1.
2015 to the power 0 is
1.
1.
Taha to the power 0
One.
is
1.
8 to the power 0 is
1.
any
One.
name, number,
One.
letter, or alphabet raised to the power
Variable.
0 is going to be 1.
1.
Sir?
Then 2 to the power 1 is 2. 2 square is 4. 2 cube is 8. 2 to the power 4 is 16. 2 to the power 5 is 32. 2 to the power 6 is 64. 2 to the power 7 is 128. 2 to the power 8 is 256. 2 to the power 9 is 512. And 2 to the power 10 is going to be 10.
1024.
Now,
Sir,
yes,
will these questions come in the test?
I don't know if they're coming in the test, but these are questions that are very important for an indices paper or a question paper. I would want to put this. If I'm the examiner, I would want to put these in their exam paper. So you'll have to learn these. These are basics, right? So if you are to write an essay in English, you need to understand what the letters are, right? So this is the foundation for this chapter. 3 cube is 27. 3 to the power 4 is 81. Because you're not allowed calculators, we'll just write down 3 to the power 5 as well. And 3 to the power 5 is 81 into 3, which is 243. Okay, this was one of the questions from the book. And because you're not allowed calculators, this could come in the exam. Then we have 4 to the power 1 is 4. 4 square is 16. 4 cube is 64. And then 5 cube is 125. 6 cube is 216. 7 cube is 343. And 8 cube is 512. And 9 cube is 729. 10 cube is 1000. And what is 11 cube? You remember we've done the question like this.
1331.
Very good.
1331.
1331. Okay, you want to remember this because now a bit about positive indices and negative indices. Can you solve this for me, please? This is a question from my side. 36 to the power minus 1 upon. Now my question is,
Sir.
can you evaluate a negative number?
No.
And can you evaluate a negative power? I cannot evaluate a negative power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it down. Fatma, it's going to be 36 to the power plus 1 upon 2. The negative sign, when it goes to the denominator, becomes a positive sign. Yes or no, Fatma?
Yes, sir.
And then what is 36 power 1 over 2? The power 1 over 2 suggests a square root. What is the square root of 36?
6.
That's 6.
6.
Now, can you do this for me, all of you?
Sir, we'll only solve out 6 when it says
1 over 6, that's
evaluate,
it?
right?
Yes. Now, can you solve this for me, please, all of you?
Sir, the answer is 7.
Okay. What about this, please, all of you?
1
The
upon
answer is
7.
minus 7.
1 upon 49.
The answer is 1 over 49 to the power 1 over 2, which is 1 over 7, sorry, 1 over 7. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
One thing that all of you are troubling me, and 64 to the power minus 1 upon 2 is actually 1 upon 64 to the power plus 1 upon 2. When I take this down, the sign of the power changes only. The power is not reciprocated, only the sign changes. And then taking from this point onwards, it's going to be 1 upon square root of 64, and that's going to be 1 upon 8. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then solve this for me. Cube root of 64, that's 4, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
You're going to use this piece of
Yes.
information, help solve this for me. 64 to the power 1 over 3.
4.
4.
4.
And what if I say it's 64 to the power minus 1 over 3?
1 upon
4.
4.
It's
1
going to be
upon
minus
4.
1 upon 4.
4.
You guys now understand this?
Yes.
These are some very important points that you'll have to remember for tomorrow's test. Question number 12, C, D, E, and F are to be done by you and sent to me, and I will check and send them back. I'm saving this whole sheet, sending it to you. Best of luck for tomorrow's test. I will be sending in the worksheet right now. After you're done with these 4 parts, you solve those worksheets, you go through your videos, and you go through your exam paper tomorrow. Okay? Thank you so much. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah